Here we are, the bowling alley, where the real action happens. This is what I did with a bunch of kids over spring break. And what's more fun than bowling with kids? No, I don't mean literally bowling with kids. I did not throw any of the children. No one was hurt. We did everything safely. We had fun with bowling with kids in a different way. That's right, we did bowling with robots. Isn't that so cool? Why have a bowling ball when you can have a robot? So imagine, in high school, spring break is approaching, and you hear about the opportunity to volunteer at a science camp for underprivileged kids. Of course I had to do it. Going into it, I was not quite sure what science stuff we would be doing though. I was up for anything as usual. Spring break comes. Me and the other volunteers were supposed to go to the Science Outreach headquarters first. I was early and apparently the first one there. This was not the place where the camp I was volunteering for would be, but I saw that a camp was going on right then and there. The people there let me join in and help out while I was there too. Of course, just jumping in, I didn't quite know what was going on. The kids seemed to be learning about how to build a house in a 3D modeling program, so I went around and tried to help out the kids as much as I could. The other volunteers arrived, and the manager took us aside to talk about the camp. He explains that it would have different workstations for the kids to rotate between each day. There would be a station for playing a coding board game with turtles, or playing with circuits, or building things with popsicle sticks, or making slime. Every modern child's dream. Trust me, this would be the busiest table at the camp. Kids love their slime. And last but not least, robot bowling. To get us prepared for the camp, the manager brought over a laptop and opened up the school website. The website, code.org, has a coding game that involves, you won't believe it, Minecraft. Kids will just eat this stuff up. Before going to the camp, us volunteers would take turns solving the different levels of the coding game to make sure we knew how to do it, meanwhile feeding ourselves so we don't get hungry. Woo! Minecraft! Minecraft Adventurer. Woo! Heck yeah! And then shear, right? Let's see. Got that one. Hey, it worked. Yes, I know my direction. Yeah, shear that sheep. Eventually, we said goodbye to our new friends and went to the place of the camp and got ready for our little day campers. The camp was held in the warehouse at a local food bank. It was big so we could spread out the stations. And in the far end of the warehouse were the robots. Let's be honest, there were a lot of cool stations to choose from, and I was sort of stuck on having to choose just one to work at. The Minecraft coding sounded especially cool. However, I knew what my heart was telling me at that moment. That coding robots and robot bowling sounds so wicked, rad, cool, bruh. I've always had a sweet spot for learning about robots and AI and the like, so I thought, well, I guess I'll do that one. Besides, no one else seemed to find it. Immediately, I started picking up the robots and connecting them to the iPad via Bluetooth, although I didn't really know what we were doing yet. Throughout this process, I started to learn more about the robots and started to feel emotionally attached to them a little. Let me explain. As I would connect each robot to a different iPad, the robot's name would appear on the screen. Yes, the robots had their own names. There was Harry and Larry and Gary. Gary was weird. We're not going to talk about him. I'd soon learn that they have personalities too. If you leave them on, even without anyone around, they'll glide around on their own, run into things, make noises. They're not that smart. I already grew attached to little things. So what was the plan? We set up some bowling ball pins, planning to have about 2 to 3 kids for each robot. We give them all a basic introduction to how to use the coding program, and then we give them time to practice using it. Once everyone was ready, the kids would compete in teams to see whose robot would roll down the most pins based on the code they wrote.
Nice run!
Remember what I said about being emotionally attached to the robots? Well, basically we're committing robot abuse. But it's okay because they don't have any feelings. Yet.
Why do humans hate us so much?
The coding program for the robot was very similar to Scratch. In Scratch, you can just drag and drop blocks. It's really good for people who have no prior experience with coding and want to learn how it works conceptually first. You can use it to make little animations and games. If you're interested, I suggest you check it out. Back to the robots. We gave the kids a little crash course on coding. There were functions for the following: move forward X steps, move backward X steps, spin, speak, flashlights, change color of lights. There are features to specify the speed of the robot, the angle it rotates, or the things it said. You could even record yourself saying something and it would repeat it. Uh-oh, stinky poop. We let the kids try out the different features and practice robot bowling, while I would go around to help anyone who was lost and mostly help keep track of the bowling ball pins. The plan was for a bowling competition to be held each day of the week. The last day would be the competition between the winners of each past day. It was fun and all, but I honestly don't remember anything climactic happening. Some of the teams did very badly though. Their code did not even bring the robot close to the bowling pins, or managed to make the robot fly off in the wrong direction. It was sort of impressive. I don't think our insurance covers that, and I don't know how you were able to do that. Good job. And each team had only one chance to try their code, so if it didn't work, then their chance was over. I felt bad seeing so many teams do badly, and I hoped that this wouldn't discourage any of them. The team that won did knock down a lot of the pins, though. Don't be discouraged. Coding robots is hard, especially for robot bowling. Whatever code you make, you should be proud of it. You're learning how to control robots. Isn't that cool? I hope you learned a little bit about different basic coding programs you can try out, as well as how coding works. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer them if I can. Thank you for watching.